CCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Our conversation with the folks from the Fountains and the Gardens, brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Marcy Colkitt and Ron Spinelli are with us, and maybe that explanation by me needs a little bit of explanation from you, Marcy. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's good to have you back with us in the studio.
All right. Well, thank you. We're very happy to announce that we've recently opened the Gardens in Indiana, and the Gardens is the Indiana County's first and only exclusive memory care facility.
Yeah, and it has to be a really exciting moment for you.
It's very exciting. This is a dream come true for me. I'm from Plumville, Pennsylvania, and this is my second facility here in Indiana. I've been practicing law for 30 years. I'm a healthcare lawyer, and I determined a number of years ago that Indiana could use some additional healthcare services for the elderly, and one of those services was a luxury personal care facility, which is the Fountains that we opened a few years ago. We've been blessed that the community has really taken to us, and we've been very happy and pleased to provide a lot of services to the community. And our most recent addition is the Gardens, and the Gardens is a 20-room dedicated personal care facility it's called a secured facility, which means basically that in order to get in or out the doors, you have to push a code to get in or out, okay? So what that does is that allows a safety key critical issue for memory care patients who sometimes seek to go outside.
Sure.
And now we have luxury senior living for them, but it's in a secured environment and an environment that's specifically built to address the needs of those with memory care issues.
I want to talk to you about their families because I know this is going to be a great reassurance for them. Introduce us to Ron next to you.
All right. Beside me, I have Ron Spinelli, and Ron is our Director of Admissions and our family liaison. And Ron joins us with the, he's the guy. He's the man that you can call, and he can talk to you, explain the services we have, meet with you, and also address your concerns and answer questions. And there's always questions, and there's things that we can also help families do. For example, provide assistance in getting veterans benefits that apply to personal care homes, all right? That's a prime example. And we have a lot of veterans in our community that do qualify, or they're widows that do qualify for services.
Absolutely. Ron, I know that you know this, that families, especially when we're dealing with Alzheimer's or memory issues, families need to have that reassurance that somebody is always going to be there when they can't be. And there is always going to be somebody there at the Gardens.
Correct. Good morning. So the Gardens is a 24/7 community, right? We have trained staff that are on duty at all times to help with your mother, help with your dad. We are able to handle any type of memory care issue, Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's. These are all diseases that our staff is trained to be able to handle.
Yeah. And as Marcy said, you're the guy that people will direct their questions to. What are some of the common questions people have when their family members are coming into a facility like the Gardens?
Right. So starting right off at the top, what is a memory care facility? That's a lot of the number one question that we get. And, we look at a memory care facility as ours at the Gardens, we're a compassionate, luxurious community where, your loved one is able to come, receive that compassionate treatment, the dignity where we're able to help them both be safe and thrive in our community.
Yeah. You used a very key word there, treatment.
Correct.
It is not just a parking spot for mom or dad. This is a place where you're going to be able to work with them, help them as much as is possible.
Correct. These are our loved ones, right? These are, you're entrusting us with people that, you've loved your whole life, that have taken care of you a lot of times, right? So you're giving them to us with the understanding that we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that they are comfortable, safe, they're receiving their medication, both the correct medication
Sure.
and at the proper time, right? So some of the hurdles that you might run into at home, we're able to overcome because, this is what we do, right?
Yeah. Talk, if you would, a bit about the people who are able to help them. There are professionals in this industry, in this business, who I know you've reached out to and have become a part of this whole family experience.
Oh, absolutely. So, in any one of your loved ones is receiving care at home, from anything from physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, right? These are all things that they're able to receive in our community. This is their home, right? This is, we look at it as allow us the opportunity to be the caregiver, okay?
And let me add too, when the resident comes in, there's a full evaluation of what are the needs of the resident. Okay, and frequently families are, truthfully, they're at their wits' end. They've been trying to care for mom. It's been very difficult, and through COVID and everything, everybody's had a tough time. So our goal is to take that pressure off of the family's shoulders, put it on our shoulders. Ron and I, let us take care of it. Wendy Vennard, our administrator, let us take care of it. What we do then is we look at them and say, there's a lot of different things, services that you may be entitled to be receiving. You're not receiving them. Let's see if they're appropriate. Similarly, do we need to have a neuropsychiatric evaluation done? An update. Maybe something was done 3 or 4 years ago. Has there been an update? Have they seen their providers? And in many cases, the answer is they haven't, because it's just not been possible. The family's overwhelmed with the daily tasks of caring for their residents. And it makes such a difference, because now we're doing that. And when we're taking care of those things, and we're not, whether we're arranging for those services or otherwise, the family now gets to become the family again.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Right.
really important. And Ron makes a great point. He's like, it's good. Be a son again. You don't need to be a caregiver. Because I'll give you an example. Many times the residents have incontinence issues, okay? And, these are time-consuming to care for, okay? They're personal, okay? But they're real, okay? This is the real world we're dealing with, okay? It's not fake, and it's not always fun, okay? And the families do their very best. But when we take and transfer those responsibilities to us, great, you can now come in and visit with dad, or take dad out to go to the Meadows and get ice cream. Because instead of worrying about checking on how many depends dad has, you're going to spend the afternoon doing something else.
Right.
Okay?
We like to say that we give the family, the daughter or the son, the right to be the child again.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's a great way.
Give the parents the right to be the parent again, and not the patient.
Yeah.
Right. Allow the family to no longer be the nurse or the caregiver, and let that be grandma and grandpa again.
Marcy, you've known this, I know, through the work with the fountains and now the gardens. Gives you even more of an opportunity to see families really make a transition from the moment their parent, their loved one, comes to your facility to a month, 2 months, 6 months down the road. It really is a transformation, isn't it?
Yes, it really is a transformation. In fact, it's amazing, because the socialization alone is hard to imagine the difference. Many times these folks are at home by themselves. Okay, somebody's coming in to check on them so many times a day, etc. But they're at home by themselves. There's no one there. They're not playing bingo. They're not watching Elvis. We have live entertainment 3 days a week. We have an activity director. We're playing games. We have singers. We have piano players. All those sort of things. What a difference it makes, okay? There's music on when you're eating lunch, and, we do things like that to encourage eating, okay? And somebody's sitting with you while you're eating that meal to encourage you. Some people don't need that, but some people do, okay? And similarly, we provide great food, we provide great entertainment, and we have a beautiful facility. And, memory patients sometimes don't remember necessarily what day of the week it is, okay? But they do recognize a great lunch. And in the moment, they know, I had a great lunch today, okay? Yeah. They might not remember 3 hours from now what exactly I ate, okay? But don't take away that moment from them. And our goal is to make them have as many great moments as possible every day of the week.
When you opened the fountains a few years ago, and now the gardens comes along, you made every effort and succeeded amazingly in creating what is just the most comfortable, beautiful environment for these folks. That environment really, really helps them, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. I think a description is it's a very comfortable, homey, and it's like a hotel. It's the environment is beautiful. I mean, it's beautifully decorated. It's beautifully laid out. We've got 16,000 square feet of space for 20 residents. So there's lots of space. There's lots of things there. You have your own. There's a beauty salon in-house. We do all their laundry. All those sort of things that are right inside our facility. And to give you an example, even with laundry, it's not just the facility, but it's the dignity. We don't mark. You don't have to mark your clothes with your name. We wash your clothes separately. We don't mix things together. Each night your clothes are washed separately. Things like that. So it's very personalized. So we have a beautiful facility, but we have personalized care. And I think that when you combine those together, along with an exceptional staff, it's hard not to miss.
Yeah, absolutely. Ron, as we think about where the gardens is now and the fountains and moving forward in 6 months, a year, just seeing the way the fountains developed, I know that you have great expectations for the gardens.
Oh, very much so. We're, like Marcy said, we have a 20-room community. We have 10 rooms already occupied. We have been open now almost 2 full weeks. Is it
2 weeks today?
2 weeks today.
2 weeks today.
We've been open 2 weeks today. We have 10 of the 20 rooms already occupied. Wow. So, I mean, it's obviously she was absolutely correct when she said that this, this community needed something like this. I give her all the respect in the world. I mean, she spared no expense. I first walked in and looked at the building, and I told her, I said, this is like a hotel lobby at Disney. I mean, this is, it's unbelievable. It's gorgeous. And, she spared no expenses with the meals, everything fresh daily. I mean, that's, it's just unheard of. And they do it all there. Live entertainment. I got to sit and dance with Elvis last week.
There you go.
And he did a great job, and all of the ladies in attendance who were watching had a fun time, and we're all hooting and hollering, and it was fantastic. But just to have live entertainment, in the community, a minimum of 3 times a week, is just it's just so much fun.
We're coming to the end of our time together with Marcy Colkitt and Ron Spinelli as we talk about the fountains and the gardens of Indiana. And Marcy, folks are going to hear this. They're going to say to themselves, I got to learn more about this. Mm-hmm. What do we need to do?
Yeah, you need to get a hold of us. You can give us a call. You can reach me at, we can set up an opportunity for you to come here to Indiana and take a tour of the community, see exactly what everybody is talking about. Yeah. Okay.
And you can also stop in, and we're open 24/7 now. We're probably not coming for a tour in the middle of the night, but certainly during the day, just come by. Okay. Mm-hmm. We're directly across from Summit Church. 2720 West Pike Road.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're close by, and we love to give tours. And we love to meet people, and we're also willing to help people. We know we're not appropriate for everybody, and sometimes people have needs, and maybe they're not there yet with the need for a memory care. But we're there, and we're happy to help in any way, answer questions, provide any guidance. That's just part of what we want to do and be part of the community.
Marcy Colkitt, Ron Spinelli, thank you so much for both of you for coming in to visit with us today. We appreciate it.
Great. Thank you.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.